Hi, everybody. During the next hour, we'll go through comparing CardioLog 2010 and SharePoint 2010 Web Analytics. Our agenda is as following. It will be divided into two main sections. The first one, I named it What's New in SharePoint 2010, and I'll talk about the new and existing, new and old web analytics features in comparison to MOS, and also in comparison to what CardioLog can offer on those same features. I'll be talking about reporting features and the actual web analytics reports. On the second half of my presentation, I'll talk about those features and reports which are unique for CardioLog and which cannot be found and are not provided with SharePoint 2010. So I'll start off with speaking about SharePoint 2010 and what kind of web analytics it brings with it. And you can see here a comparison chart with MOS and with CardioLog. Truth is that there's not too much of new features with SharePoint 2010 in comparison to MOS. I've collected them all here, and the first row shows a change in the time period for the reports. With SharePoint 2010, it's 25 months, unlike the 30 days provided by MOS. CardioLog offers 5 years. The SharePoint team has made some changes also in regard to reporting access. In MOS, only administrators could use the usage reports, while in SharePoint 2010, just like with CardioLog, anyone can do that if he is granted the right permissions. Unlike MOS and SharePoint 2010, there are some analytics on the web application level, in addition to the site collection and site level, which are also provided by MOS. Export to Excel and is something that was provided by MOS, and export to WebPart is actually a CardioLog feature with SharePoint 2010, and I'll show a demonstration. SharePoint 2010 provides two web parts in this regard, web analytics web parts. SharePoint 2010 brings with it some scheduling and email distribution and alerts, which is good news. It has its own unique best bets suggestions, helping analysts find out which are the best bets, search best bets. And also, SharePoint 2010 provides some quiz online or online presence status, just like CardioLog 2010. As you can see, alerts and scheduling and most of the features here are also provided by CardioLog, except for best bets suggestion, which is a unique engine for the SharePoint search. I'll go through some examples of those features I've just talked about. And the first one is the Web Analytics web part. This is new for SharePoint 2010. And for SharePoint 2010 provides two metrics with this web part, the top search phases and the top pages or content. In this instance, you can see the top search phases, and users can also filter these by job title and department. This is hard-coded. There's no way to customize this web part. in this screen, you can see some multiple enhancements I've spoken about. First one is the reporting period. On the left side. Let me see. Oh, here it is. Here on the left side, you can see different reporting periods available with SharePoint 2010. Some preceding day, 7 days, 30 days, and you can actually select your own time period. Site scope is giving the ability to select whether you'd like the report to be generated for the entire site collection, or for a site, or for or including even the subsites. So it's site collection, site, subsites, and any one of those. The next one is filtering. Filtering is good for table reports. Users can look for specific strings and filter out the report to show specific URLs. Customized report is actually a misleading title because it's not really a customization, it's more of an export utility. You can see it's under export in the ribbon, and what it enables is to export the reporting data into Excel for further filtering and manipulation through Excel. And then it can be saved, and then it's called a customized report. And scheduling and alerts is another new feature for SharePoint 2010, and I'll talk about this feature in a moment. As you can see, online presence is another feature provided by SharePoint 2010. Every user which is displayed within the portal has a status icon, and this happens in lists in the My Site portals or sites, and also in a new web part named Site Users. It's a list of users and their online status. Alerts and scheduled reports are achieved in SharePoint 2010 with a new workflow task named Web Analytics Workflow, and you can either set a scheduled report to run and be distributed to recipients, or an alert, and both the reports and the alerts correspond to 6 different metrics: page views, unique visitors, referrers, search queries, failed queries, and queries with 0 click-through. And with these metrics, you can send alerts whenever these metrics meet a specific condition, or whether they meet any specific comparison condition, meaning whether these metrics have raised or in comparison to previous period changed in any way. I'd like to show CardioLog 2010 features which correspond to the features that I've spoken till now. So I've spoken about SharePoint reporting period and the ability to set any period from a day to 25 months. In CardioLog, Obviously, this is achievable too. CardioLog gives an option also to narrow down to the hour, and obviously choose any date range up to 5 years, and show the charts by different time intervals, not only by days, but also the chart can be grouped by hour or day or week or month, quarter or year. Another feature I've spoken about was the site scope, the analytics for site collection or site or subsite. Again, in CardioLog, this is achievable by using the portal tree. And as you can see here, the portal tree depicts an entire farm down to the document level, and each one of these levels can be reported on. From farm to through lists which are not available in SharePoint 2010 Analytics down to documents. I was also talking about report filtering in SharePoint, and in CardioLog this is available again through the portal tree. Whenever you set the preferences for a specific report, you can open the Object Explorer and select a specific item to report on quite easily. Online presence. I've spoken about the online status shown in SharePoint. With CardioLog 2010, we have the Who is Online report, which shows not only the online status, but also the actual URL which is visited and the location of the user around the world. This is beneficial both for internet sites and for intranet sites which span the entire globe, and we have several customers which do have subsidiaries all around the world with a very large portal. I'm going back to the SharePoint analytics features, SharePoint 2010 analytic features, and now I'll speak about different reports available. The first set of reports is named Traffic Reports and includes the following reports, some of them available already in SharePoint in most, and the new ones are the Browsers Report, the External Destinations Report, meaning where did users go when they leave the portal, and referring pages, where did users come from when they arrived at the portal. All of these reports are available with CardioLog 2010. Here's an example of a top page views report as part of the traffic reports. You can see, this is a SharePoint report. This you can see a trend chart and a table report with the actual pages and number of views for each page. The next group of reports is named search reports. Again, some of them already exist with MOS. The new ones, some of them I couldn't find anymore, although I know them from MOS, such as these two. So the actual new three ones are the number of internal searches, the number of failed internal searches, and no result queries. Of all these, again, CardioLog does not give information about best bets for now. Here's the sample for the top queries report, a trend view, and a table view. Okay, so I went through the first part of our presentation, talking about the new and existing features for SharePoint Analytics, and I'll go now through the unique features of CardioLog. That's why I named this half of the presentation "Why CardioLog." And the first category of features is named reporting or reporting features. I'll go and talk about them and then show some screenshots. Custom dashboards is the ability to create your own set of reports and have this set of reports scheduled and distributed. Report drill down is the ability to click any URL or username in your report and have an instant report for that item. Site overlay and map overlay, I'll just show you in a moment. Content filtering by page metadata means that CardioLog is familiar of the metadata for your portal pages, and you can filter out and actually segment or dimension reports according to page metadata, meaning you can say, I'd like to have the number of users for all documents with a specific tag or metadata. One of the features that we are looking to achieve is to give usage reports for interaction with the SharePoint 2010 workspace, which is an offline version of your portal. And the next feature is the period comparison, where you can obviously compare a report to a parallel past period. Workflow reports, reporting for deleted sites, I'll show you in a moment. Reporting for orphan pages, meaning reporting for pages on which no usage was found. And I've spoken already about aggregation levels, where farm, list, document libraries, document and list items is unique for CardioLog. Custom dashboards, and what I'm doing now is showing some screenshots of the features that I've just spoken about. With every CardioLog report or dashboard, users can add their own controls or reports onto the dashboard simply by clicking the Add button, choosing one of 5 analytic categories, and clicking the desired display type, whether it's a meter, chart, or table. Users can take a blank piece of paper or a blank dashboard and add their own controls and reports and create a working dashboard which can be generated on a daily basis and distributed to business owners in the organization. I'd like to speak at this moment also about alerts. Alerts are also available with CardioLog 2010. Each meter report can be transformed into an scheduled alert, and according to the state of the KPI, whether it's it has moved past the desired desired value, an alert can be sent to a desired distribution list. I've spoken about report drill downs, and here's an example. This is a unique user's report, and whenever I click any one of the users, I can select one of pre-made drill down reports, and these can be added by you. You can create your own drill down reports in order to see some information specifically for this user. Site overlay. Site overlay is beneficial in order to understand quite quickly the navigation patterns for a specific page. Thanks to our tracking mechanism, which is based on a JavaScript tag, we're able to interact with the page in order to provide another layer of report for any one of your SharePoint pages. And then you can simply see what is the number or the percentage of clicks done for each one of your links within the page. Map overlay, again, is a report depicting the countries from which visits were performed. In this case, there's both a table report and a map report showing the different countries and the actions performed, a number of actions performed in those countries. Reporting for deleted sites. The portal tree or Object Explorer saves those sites which were deleted by you, and you can go back at any time, click those sites which are actually marked in red, and you can launch and generate reports as if they are live today. Obviously, you'll need to select the right reporting period. Data aggregation. Like site scope. Whenever you click any level of the portal, you can launch a report for that level, including all child items. Advanced users can also create their own logical tree, showing SharePoint or any part of it in a different way, where the content is aggregated and defined in a different hierarchy in order to give some better meaning for the analytic reports. So for instance, if a business owner owns some separate content areas, an administrator can combine those areas into a single folder and have the business owner create a report for his content quite easily. Another set of features, new features or unique, not only new, not all of them new, but unique features in comparison to the SharePoint 2010 analytics are the data collection and data export features. I've spoken already about the reporting features, and I'm going ahead and speaking about the data collection and data export features. Visit tracking is something I'll speak in a few moments. Real-time reporting is the ability to report on the raw data or on data which was generated several minutes ago. Link tracking is something I'll speak in a moment. Tracking non-SharePoint pages is, I think, a big advantage. Many customers and organizations add other non-SharePoint applications to CardioLog and use our generic connector in order to create reports for those applications, web applications. All of the reports available with SharePoint are available for standard HTML web-based applications too. ISLog import is good for looking at data which was for log data which was generated prior to the installation of CardioLog. Data collection filters are actually filters which enable administrators to exclude the collection of events, of usage events, according to different criteria, such as specific users, specific areas in your portal, specific dates, or IP addresses. SharePoint logs import. Well, SharePoint 2010 has a special database named the logging database. This is where you can actually save all of the raw usage data for self-manipulation. In other words, you can run queries against the logging database in order to create your own analytics reports. With CardioLog 2010, you'll be able to import all of the data from your logging database into CardioLog if you choose to do that. This is in addition to the option to import the IS logs and obviously to collect the usage behavior and events with the CardioLog tracking agent. Goal tracking and campaign tracking. Goal tracking I'll speak in a moment. Campaign tracking is the ability to actually follow the clicks of different links into the portal from external sources. Export to PDF is a new feature for CardioLog which is missing from SharePoint. And data export API is the ability to actually run and use our API to run reports with a web service and have an XML structure for the report results or an image chart which can be used for embedding into other applications such as your SharePoint portal. I'll go into details into the features that I've just spoken about. First one, which is maybe one of the more crucial ones, is visit tracking. SharePoint 2010 tracks the usage of the portal from the backend using server-side code, while CardioLog uses the JavaScript tracking agent, meaning that all of the interaction with the browser is tracked and submitted into CardioLog. This is why CardioLog can give you visit information and SharePoint cannot. Visit information is a browser. Visit is a browser session, and this is a very standard metric in web analytics, which is not provided by SharePoint. SharePoint provides page visits, page views, and unique users, but not visit information. And with visits come a lot of other reports, such as the time on site, or the average visit duration, bounce rate, number of average page views per visit, average page views per user, average visit per user, length of visit, depth of visit, and other reports which rely on visit information such as recency and loyalty. So actually, I think that any web analytic solution which is missing these specific reports is lacking a whole lot of important information which is standard and basic for the web analytic field. Tracking links and button clicks. Again, due to the fact that CardioLog utilizes a JavaScript tracking agent, it's possible to capture clicks. This is done simply by adding an onClick attribute to your link HTML code. And it's also possible with CardioLog to track reference from external sources. I've just spoken about campaign tracking. So for instance, if you have a promotion email with a link into the portal, you simply need to add this URL parameter in order to be able to report on the number of visits originating from your email. So again, capturing clicks and enabling tracking of referrers is something which is easily done with CardioLog. Goal funnels. Goal funnels is available with CardioLog 2010. And you can set the goal funnel in the recency. These are reports concerning the engagement of the of your visitors over time with the portal. The active or the top user categories according to those attributes found in Active Directory and SharePoint profiles. Anonymous versus authenticated users, top browsers, operating systems and languages, visit log, in addition to the views log. This is an audit log, and a report for inactive users. This obviously is possible due to the fact that CardioLog has the information of which users can log into a specific website or subsite, and how many of these users never visited the website. Here's an example of some page views reports. Obviously, not all of them. This is the weekdays reports. Each one of the reports can be modified by you to appear in any kind of chart and color and palette and so on. This is the page views report, top pages, and some meters. And yeah, and the upgrade, and what do customers have to do in order to track their SharePoint 2010 portal?
Okay, so just to complete the answer, thank you, Onen. If you migrate to SharePoint 2010, you'll need to purchase a SharePoint 2010 adapter in order to monitor that site. Now we have another question here. It says, I understand that I can create my own dashboards with the reports I want. Can I create my own customized reports?
The answer is yes, although the customized reports module is not part of the basic package. You'll need to purchase a license for using the SDK and creating a limitless number of customized reports.
Okay, and last question.